everyone. I am so glad to be back with you all. I feel like it has been absolutely forever, because it kind of has. But for those of you that do not know, we are in the process of moving. We moved from Colorado about 5 weeks ago, and we are living in corporate housing right now while our new home is being painted. And I cannot wait to get in there and show you guys what that looks like and bring you along with me as I unpack. But until then, we are just kind of living life here temporarily, but yet still having fun this summer. So what I wanted to do today is bring you along with me and kind of show you how I pack for my kids. So we're going on a family vacation this week, and I wanted to show you how I pack lightly for my kids. I don't bring a lot of stuff that I don't need, that they don't need. It just becomes a lot to lug around, and less is more. There's less to have to keep track of, to have to fit in a suitcase, to have to carry around with you, and all of that. You guys get it. So what I'm gonna do today is show you how I pack both of my kids. My son is 11, almost 12 at the end of this month, and my daughter is 9. So I can kind of give you an idea of the different things that I bring along for them according to their needs, and how I try to simplify it and minimize it just so that it's not a ton of stuff for me to have to keep track of as well. And it seems to work well for us. So let me show you what I bring along when we go on vacation. So here is the inside of Christian's bag. And this is just a small carry-on bag. I think it's either the 20 or 21 inch bag. So it's not big. And I love this one. I actually got this at Ross about a year ago. Ross is phenomenal for getting luggage. It's good quality, good brands, for not a ton of money. And honestly, you don't need to be spending a lot of money on suitcases, because if you travel, you know, through the airlines, they just throw them around. We've lost wheels before. I mean, they're not careful with them. So it's just not something that you really need to invest a ton of money into, unless that's just your thing, or unless you're never planning on putting it on an airplane, or, you know, having it thrown around and whatnot. So I found this suitcase at Ross, and it has wheels here on the bottom. I love that this part right here is zipped, so that I can put the majority of, you know, just the clothes on this side, and then kind of the other on this side. So right here I keep his flip-flops, just, or, you know, whatever. Obviously right now it's summertime, and so that's kind of what we wear the most of, is flip-flops. But right here, that's where I keep those. I bring 2 different trash bags along with me in both suitcases. So this is just a, you know, bathroom trash can sized bag. I bring 2 of those, one for dirty laundry that we can just fill up as the kids take their clothes off, you know, underwear, socks, all that type of thing. But the other one is for tennis shoes. If we go hiking, or their shoes end up getting wet, or whatever the case, that way I can put the shoes in a trash bag and not have to worry about mud getting, you know, all over the things in the suitcase, or on the floor of the hotel room, in the car, whatever. I've got a place that I can stick them in there and not have to worry until I get home. So then on the inside part of the suitcase, it looks like this. And I absolutely love packing cubes. I swear by packing cubes. However, I don't feel like you have to spend a ton of money on packing cubes. There's a ton of them out there. They all serve the same purpose. And I will link down below the ones that we use. They're just straight from Amazon, because Amazon is my wife and she gets things here quick. So this is what I use for their clothes. And in this one right here, try to do this with one hand because my tripod is packed. Oh. So we have 2 swimsuits here. I'll just kind of lay it out. Let me do it this way. Let me lay it out up here so that you can see all that we fit in the packing cube. And then you can kind of get an idea. So this is one of the small packing cubes. So I've got 3 pairs of socks, 2 pairs of pajamas, and some goggles, and 2 swimsuits. So all of that fit in this tiny little cube. It probably looks bigger in on screen than it actually is in real life. But all of that fit right in here, and it goes back in nice and neat just like that. And we can move it around as we need to. Next is just a little bit larger packing cube. And this is what I use to put their clothes in. And the way that I do their clothes is I put them in here according to outfit. Just so that they can kind of get an idea of what goes with what. We're not searching around for things. It just makes it nice and easy. And I pack the outfit with their underwear. So I have an outfit here, I have the shirt, I have the boxers, and then I have the shorts. So I have 5 different outfits in here. One for the travel day that we can just pull out, and then 4 for the rest of the trip. And there's, again, shirts, boxers, shorts for every day. And I just have them all in there just like that. When we travel, I have a pretty good idea of what I'm going to pack when I travel because I know how much the different outfits kind of weigh based on bulkiness, material, all of that kind of thing. Unless we are traveling, you know, and have to go to fancy places or church or, you know, dress up, that kind of thing, I really don't put a lot of, I don't want to say effort, but you know, I don't really bring a lot of clothes that are heavy, such as like cargo shorts or, you know, things like that. I tend to pack a lot lighter, especially if we're trying to take carry-ons on the airplane. I'm, you know, very conscious of weight. So I do more of like the cotton tank tops, the basketball athletic shorts, because these things are light, they squish, and I can fit all of that into a cube this size. So again, those 2 things fit right here in this little space. And again, it's not a big space because this is a 20 or 21 inch suitcase. This is the toiletry bag, which I will go over that in just a minute, but let's hop over to this side here. I like this because it has a closure, so if I have anything in here that I don't want to accidentally fall out when it's going through security, that just kind of keeps it all safe in there. I've got a sweatshirt, obviously his tennis shoes that I talked about before. And then this little backpack we use when we travel. It's just kind of a crossbody backpack. I purchased it at Target. And it's just great for, you know, when you're walking around town and the kids find stuff that they want to stick in here. This way it doesn't end up in mom's purse or, you know, I'm lugging it around. It's just a nice bag for him to put his things in. Throw it on his back, you know, put his money in there if he sees something that he wants to buy. It just makes it really nice for travel. So that's in there. And then he has a hat in here, just a hat that, you know, kind of folds down nicely in there and tucks right in alongside. And then I have a towel that is folded up in there for swimming. Then lastly is the toiletry bag. And again, I just purchased this bag on Amazon. I will put the link below. It's good quality. It wasn't a lot of money. It's just the perfect size to store all of the things in here that he needs. So up top, we've got some clippers. We've got some teeth flossers. Right here, I have their vitamins, and I just stick them in a little bag that I also got on Amazon. I love these bags for just small storage. That way I don't have to use baggies and things like that. But this is just the right amount of vitamins that he is going to need on the trip. I don't put the, container that they come in. That just takes up way too much space and again, weight. And then on the inside here is where we keep all of the things that he needs, while he's on the trip. So this right here is his hair gel. I absolutely love this. Now this is not carry-on size. I need to order another one because we ran out of the travel sized one. But since we're not flying this time, I'm not concerned about it. But this is his hair gel, so this just kind of goes right in here. His shampoo. I don't buy these every time. I bought this one time and I just use the same bottle to refill with whatever shampoo, we're using at the time. Every time we come back for a trip, I will just refill it to the top so that it's ready to go for next time, because it just makes it so much easier when packing. I can just grab this and know that everything in here is what we're going to need, and I don't have to take the time to, pack all of these little tiny things. He's got a deodorant in here. And then this is one thing that I do for both of my kids that I absolutely love, because again, it's exactly what they need and I don't have to repack stuff. So I just purchased this little plastic zipper bag at Target. It's over in the makeup section. And this is everything that they need at nighttime to get ready for bed. So we've got a toothbrush that only stays in here. I purchased this at Walmart, and it's got a little cap on the top of it there. And then mouthwash, which again, I do not purchase this every time. I just refill the container as needed. And then they've got their toothpaste in here. We use the Rembrandt. And then they have Aquaphor for night. And then I love this. I got this on Amazon as well. I'm telling you, friends, I don't know what I would do without Amazon. This is a toothbrush timer. And I mean, pretty self-explanatory. You stand it up, tip it over, all of that, and it just times, how long your kids are supposed to brush their teeth. So I keep one of these in this bag as well. And that way, again, I'm not searching around for stuff. I'm not having to take things in and out. When we get back home, everything is just, there, ready to go. And it takes a lot less stress out of packing. So that just fits right back in there. And then in this little zipper part right here is where he keeps his retainer. Now obviously this comes in and out, and his watch. And both of those things go in there, and everything zips up. And that just Velcros nicely right there and fits here right beside all of that, and we're ready to go. So next is Chloe's, and I got this suitcase at Ross as well, and it's Samsonite, and I paid $50 for it. It's also the 20 or 21 inch suitcase, and it's a little bit different on the inside than Christian's, but pretty much the same. It's got the zipper side and then the clasp over here on this side. So I will start with the same side here. Again, both of the bags, one for laundry, one for dirty tennis shoes if they get muddy or wet or whatever. In hers, I pack the kind of first aid type stuff. So in a baggie, and this always stays in here as well. I don't take it out, but I am careful of watching my dates. If I find that, you know, my dates are coming close to expiration, then I will take it out and put it in with our other medications. That way it can be used and it just doesn't go to waste. But we've got some nasal spray. We've got some Campho-Phenique. This stuff is amazing if you live in a place that has mosquitoes. This is great for bug bites. Instantly takes the itch away and stays away. And then I have just some regular Target brand itch relief, and then some Walmart brand Tylenol, and I keep the little cup thing on top of there. And then in here I just have some Neosporin type stuff. Then I've got some tape. I've got some of this tape as well, and then some Band-Aids. So I keep those in there. And then in the zipper part, just the same as Christian's. I keep her flip-flops in here though. And honestly, they wear these, so just the day of travel, they'll just take them out, stick them on, and be good to go. But that way, everything is in its space that we're gonna need, and at the last minute, we're not running around trying to find shoes and all of that. So in Chloe's bag, same thing. We have 2 swimsuits, 3 socks, 2 pajamas, and goggles. And so everything that she needs outside of clothing is in this container. And then in this cube, same thing applies. This will be what she wears on the day of travel. So she'll just come that morning, take this out, put it on, be ready to go. But I stick to the same rule of thumb for her as well. Light clothes, not really bulky, things that will pack in here well and kind of squish down, not take up a lot of space. But again, we've got, you know, a tank top, underwear, and shorts. That way everything is together that she needs for that day. She can just come in, grab an outfit, stick it on, and be good to go. One thing that I do is I start packing a couple days before the last day before we go, if that makes sense. The reason that I do that is that way I can make sure everything that we need is washed. I can have it in there. I'm not doing, you know, last minute laundry the night before travel to try to get things washed and put in the suitcase. This way I give myself enough leeway to have things happen, because let's face it, life does happen, and sometimes, you know, there's a couple hiccups. And so that way it just allows me to be able to rest the night before travel, and I'm not, you know, running around doing laundry, packing, all of that kind of stuff. Plus, it allows my mind time to process and think of last minute things to, again, eliminate the stress of last minute packing. So I will come back to her bathroom bag here in just a second. But again, here's the little clasp. I've got a sweatshirt for her. And here I have bug spray and sunscreen and little bug bracelets. I saw these at Walmart the other day, so I thought we'd give them a shot and see if they work or not. They were 97 cents, so I figured, you know, might as well try them. Can't hurt. But I got those, and I got some natural bug repellent and sunscreen. So I've got that in a bag. That way it doesn't, you know, get all over on accident. She's got her tennis shoes. She's got this little backpack that we take for her that she wears around town. They're super cute. I think we found this at TJ Maxx maybe. I don't really remember. But just a bag for her to keep her money in, and the different treasures that she finds along the way. and then her swimming suit, or I mean towel. So got that in there. And again, friends, it's just stuff that we need. It's not, you know, toys, trinkets, because, you know, if you're traveling, you're not typically in the room playing, so you don't need to bring all your toys from your room and whatever. Those will be there when you get home. She has got the same case here for her. Again, you know, I keep it very, very minimal and very repetitive between the kids. So again, we've got flossers, clippers. She's got as many vitamins as she needs for the trip in that bag. And then in here, she's got a couple more things just because, let's face it, girl life is a little bit more. So we've got a brush here. Again, this stays in all the time. A hairband that she can, you know, put up in a ponytail and then put this around or do a bun or whatever. She's got her deodorant here. And then the shampoo and conditioner. I do not buy these every single time. I buy them once and I literally use them until they absolutely cannot be used anymore, but I do refill them every time we travel just to make sure that they're always, you know, full in there, and I'm not having to do that at the last minute either. Same deal with her, just like Christian. We've got the toothbrush, the toothpaste, the Aquaphor, the timer, hers is pink, and the scope. And again, I refill this every time we come back. That way it's ready for the next trip. I don't go out buying, you know, one of these every time that we travel. I just use the same thing. And then that's all that she has in there. But it's nice because at nighttime they don't have to, you know, deal with all of this. They just take this in and out and put it back in. And it just kind of keeps the different things contained. She has her watch in here as well. And then she's got her hair bands. So I, again, put it in one of those little travel bags. We've got some of the clear bands, some of the kind of ribbon bands, and then just the regular ponytail holders. And that all just fits right in here. I just absolutely love these bags. The zippers zip great. It's just a nice quality. It fits well in here. They are waterproof, so you can just, you know, wipe anything off that gets on there. And that's that. That is what we take for our kids when we travel. Again, very simple, very minimal, and it's lightweight. I could easily take this on the airplane if I wanted to. Obviously, I would need to swap that out for a smaller thing. But other than that, well, and obviously my stuff over here, but my point is we generally pack to carry on. And so we're not lugging a lot of stuff around. We are there to travel, to explore, to have fun together, not to play as we normally would here at home. Friends, I hope that this video was helpful for you. Like I said, I'm so glad to be back with you and doing videos. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you can implement something into your family's vacation and packing that you saw here that will be helpful for you and your kids. I am going to do a separate video on their carry-on just so that the video doesn't go, you know, super long and lengthy. You can kind of cut to the chase for your different needs, whether it be, you know, a carry-on luggage or just a carry-on backpack. So that will be in another video, so stay tuned for that. And if you're not subscribed to this channel, I would absolutely love to have you join me here in my little space on YouTube. Click on that subscribe button down below, and while you're at it, click on that bell. That way you are notified every time I post a new video. That way you're not having to go in and search my name and all that. It'll just automatically notify you when something new comes out and about. And while you're at it, jump over to Instagram, because that is where I post about daily life and the things that are happening around here minute by minute. Not really minute by minute, but you know what I mean. So like I said, friends, I am so happy to be back. And I just want to thank all of you for watching and sharing. This channel is growing like crazy, and I love every second of it. I love talking back and forth to you all, those of you who comment and leave messages, and I just want to thank each and every one of you for taking time out of your day to spend with me and to watch what I'm doing. So until next time, friends, I just encourage you to create a life that you absolutely love living and don't need a vacation from. I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.